Nigel Hamblin.
I'm Ryan Fonseca.
I'm Joey Reynoso, and we are the Lost Years. I was diagnosed as clinically depressed, and there was like weeks where I was like actually mute at a time, and then I was recovering from like an eating disorder. So I was like writing songs because I was really inspired by like bands like Hole, Nirvana, and Smashing Pumpkins. So I just collected all this, all these like lyrics really, and then I knew like Nigel played guitar, and then I saw him at like this like talent show, and I was like, I need to get that guy to play guitar for me. So then like one day he like texted me because we were invited to this 80s party, and he was just like, hey, you want to help me pick out an outfit? And I was like, sure, man. So then we were like listening to like the Violent Femmes and Hole and Nirvana, and then he was just like, oh, I like this song. I was like, I like this song too. And then like I was like singing along, and I was just like, hey, we should jam sometime. And then at first like we went through like a few different band names because
it took a while before we settled.
Because we just wanted to be punk rock. So at first we were the Dicks, but that was already taken. You know, people were taking dicks all the time, and
we got more poetic.
So we thought we would do something that was sentimental and something that means something to us. So I thought of the Lost Years because I felt like there was a few years I lost, and like all the depression, anxiety, and all that. So and then pretty much it was history from there. Like Nigel one day was just like fooling around, and he came up with the riff for our first song, and I was just like, keep playing that. And then we wrote lyrics, and it was like this big release where it was like I just like shit out like all this poison that was in me. It was great.
It was cathartic.
Yeah.
Well, it was just
cathartic. Yeah.
It was just me and Joey for the longest time before we actually had a full band. And we went through a lot of members in the process. So it took a while before we finally settled on these two excellent guys.
Settled on them, yeah.
Yeah, we joined in 2011, and this guy joined in the summer. So I joined in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to challenge the way people think, and you know, really show them that we're doing something that's punk rock, but it's also artistic. And I mean, like I'm like a gay male lead singer of a band. And it's like growing up, do you really see a lot of that on television? Like most of the time, you see like gay characters on TV, and they're like fashionistas, and like they're telling you like what the hell to wear, and it's just like no, like. You know, people need to see the message out there that you can be whatever you want, and that punk rock is freedom, and that you should express yourself and not be afraid to be yourself. So, you know, that's the message that we really want to send out there. And at the same time, too, we just want to have a lot of fun, because I feel like a good song could save your life, and I feel like a lot of our songs really talk about real issues that people deal with, and it's not stuff that you're hearing on the radio, you know? Like, I'm sorry, you know, Delilah's not calling you. Maybe she'll never call back. And then, but yeah, that's pretty much like our goal. We want to be on top. We want to be bigger than the Beatles because they're just a bug, you know. We want to give people something where they'll be like, "What the heck are we watching?" And yet they can't stop watching.
Something to intrigue them.
Exactly.
This is like our first show this summer, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while we weren't getting booked, and it was just bizarre. We were just like, oh man, we must be cursed.
But we're really excited.
And now we have like 4 shows back to back, and we're like, oh, okay, things are looking good. Me, I usually prepare for shows. I listen to Madonna's song "Hung Up" in the morning, and then I dance and I stretch to that, and then I run 5 miles, and then I do an hour of yoga, and it's like this tradition. Like I've done this ever since our first show. And like we always have good shows because of that. Yeah.
We follow a lot of rituals.
And pizza usually like randomly there's pizza, right?
There's usually pizza, yeah.
Before a show.
But the bass room sounds really good. That's for sure. The mix is really good.
Yeah, they have a really good audio setup.
Yeah, so we just check, and we're pleasantly surprised and happy.
Yeah.
Well, we are on the Facebook. You can look at our faces on the Facebook, and it is facebook.com/The Lost Years. Well, it's little known fact, there's a band called The Lost Years in like another state that formed in 2010, but we were 2008, and they don't have the URL The Lost Years because we had it first. But so yeah, if you want the real USCA California certified organic Lost Years, go to facebook.com.
Real
Lost
punk rock
Years.
comes from California.
Yeah. Happy punks come from California.
We are the Lost Years, and we are raw artists.